I recently created a tutorial around blockchain's exchange, previously known as the PIT. However, since then there's been some exciting new updates, as well as a rebrand to the newly named blockchain.com exchange. Therefore, I'll show you all these updates, as well as how to sign up, trade, and set up your two-factor authentication. I'm Louise Elizabeth and welcome to Every Bit Helps. I really hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you do, then please give me a like, hit the subscribe button, and share if you feel that others may benefit. Also, please do head over to my website at www.everybithelps.co.uk, where a later blog post is also available. So first up, let's talk about the name change. Now, they initially named their exchange the PIT. However, after some customer feedback and experience, they felt that it was unclear that it was a blockchain.com product. Therefore, for clarity, they felt it was important to align their name more closely to their suite of products by rebranding to blockchain.com exchange. They've also stated in this article that along with the name changes, they'll be rolling out charts, prices, and stat products into the Blockchain Explorer. Plus, that in an effort to ensure that their products are easy to understand and easy to use, you may notice changes to other feature names over time, all with the aim to increase clarity and improve the user experience. For those of you that are like me and from the UK, you may be happy to hear that you can now turn your pounds into crypto using the UK's faster payment service, also known as FPS. Now, this is great because previously you could only deposit euros, and they state that your funds would generally be available to trade within 24 hours. And the sign up to purchase process is really sped up, meaning that you can sign up and purchase your crypto in just 5 minutes. To sign up to Blockchain Exchange, what you want to do is head over to exchange.blockchain.com, and I'll pop a link in the summary below for you guys to use. Then if we head over to sign up, and you'll then be asked to put in your personal information such as your country of residence, email address, and password. Now, if you already have a blockchain.com wallet, they've made it simple for you, as you can create your blockchain exchange account. You'll be prompted to link in your blockchain wallet. And you can simply click onto the Connect Your Wallet icon here, and you'll then be prompted to sign into your wallet and scan that QR code. Now, one thing to mention is the fact that if you are connecting to your blockchain wallet, it's only possible to do during sign up, and you won't be able to do this later. So it is imperative that if you do have a blockchain.com wallet and you want to connect it up to your exchange, you need to do this at this stage. And the reason why you might want to do it is it makes it a hell of a lot easier in terms of withdrawals and deposits from each different type of system. Plus, if you've already gone through your identity verification on your blockchain wallet, you'll be able to trade instantly. If you've not verified your identity on blockchain wallet, you'll need to go through to silver verification level before you can actually start trading on blockchain exchange. However, if you don't have a blockchain wallet, then what you'll need to do is click onto the no thanks, continue to the exchange. And you'll then be prompted to enter in some personal data such as your government ID, photograph, and personal information such as your first name, last name, and date of birth. Now, I've already got an account, so what I'm going to do is simply click onto login. Then once you're logged into your exchange, what you want to do is head over. Now, I've actually got a balance in here already, which is the reason why I'm saying balance. However, if you're logging in for the very first time, you'll have a deposit now button here instead. So what I'm going to do is just click onto balances and then go to deposit. And you can then select the currency that you'd like to deposit into the exchange. Now, you can deposit with the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, US dollars, or GBP. And there are 3 different ways that you can deposit your funds. Now, you can do that either through the blockchain wallet, a third-party wallet, or via bank transfer for fiat currency. Now, if, for example, you are depositing with GBP, now these are usually available within an hour, and what you'll need to do is follow the instructions on screen. Just be aware that when you are putting in the recipient name, it must match the cardholder's name, so the exchange can actually match it to your account. Also, you will need to be gold level verified to be able to deposit fiat currency. Then as soon as your transfer hits your account, you're ready to buy your Bitcoin with your GBP. However, if you already have crypto in a blockchain.com wallet, you may want to transfer it across for trading. So what you may want to do is you may have Bitcoin in your blockchain.com wallet. So what we're going to do is select that. Then what you can do is you can deposit from your blockchain wallet. So what I'm going to do is click onto that link, and you'll then be prompted to sign into your blockchain.com wallet. And then the send Bitcoin screen will automatically prompt up. So it'll state that you are sending Bitcoin from your wallet. And then if you click on the drop down here, you can see that you have exchange and you have exchange Bitcoin address. So that will automatically feed through and you can then send your funds across. Now what I'll do now is just show you how you go through the dashboard. So the first thing we'll take a look at is the different types of trading pairs that are available on the blockchain exchange. So if we click onto the plus icon here, in this list you can see there's a whole host of different pairs, including the likes of Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, and more recently Algo. And blockchain have also recently included a digital gold token, DGLD. DGLD is a digital asset representing proof of ownership over physical gold stored in a Swiss vault, and it's tokenized with a sidechain built on the Bitcoin network. Each DGLD token is a digital equivalent of 1/10 of a troy ounce of gold vaulted in Switzerland. These hybrid tokens offer a middle ground between Bitcoin and physical gold and could be of interest for those in the UK worried about economic impacts of ongoing Brexit discussions, or someone from a country or economic zone with an unstable local currency. Now I'm just going to take us back to the exchange. Now just taking a look through the dashboard at the moment, you can see our pairing or our market in this left-hand corner here. We then see our last trade price, and it shows that as that amount in Bitcoin. It'll give us an idea of the 24-hour price change. And then what we do is we have a looking at a line chart here, which will show you the different types of buy and sell orders that have happened within a certain time period. Now, if we just take a look at the candlesticks, what it's now doing is it's showing us all the buy and sell orders and the highs and the lows within that time period. And the period of time can actually be changed, as I showed you, from 1 day, 1 hour, etc. Now further down the screen you can see that you have your order book. So in here we have all our buy orders in green, and what it does is it shows us the amount, it shows us the total, and it shows us the price of the orders that are going through the order book at the moment. And then it shows you exactly the same thing in terms of the sell prices in red here. Then we have our trades or a trade history, and what that does, it shows us all the buy and the sell orders as they're going through, and it gives you an indication of the time as well. And this can be expanded out as well so that you can view more trade history. You then have my orders, so in here it will show any completed or outstanding orders that are waiting to be filled. Then when you're ready to purchase your crypto, you'll need to make sure that you've selected the correct pairing from the top here. So if, for example, you want Ethereum to Bitcoin, this is the pairing that you can select. Or obviously you can click onto the plus icon here. Then what you'll need to do is move across to this green section. So in my example at the moment, I'm going to be purchasing Ethereum with Bitcoin. Now the amount of fees that you will pay will depend on whether or not you choose a market or a limit order. And this is deemed as whether or not you are a maker or a taker of the market. Now, if you choose a market order, you will be paying and taking the market rate and your order will fill immediately. However, if you're happy to wait a little bit longer for the market to reach a price that you define, you are making the market and are therefore considered a maker of the market. This order will then fill when someone pays the price that you have defined. But what I'll do is I'll take you through the market order first of all. So we're going to select market order. And what we're going to do first of all is going to type in the amount of Ethereum that we'd like to purchase. Or alternatively, you can actually select the maximum amount of Ethereum that you have in terms of your balances. Then it will then do the automatic conversion of the amount in Bitcoin. Then when you're happy to place your ETH order, you can simply click on to place ETH order. And because it's a market order, it will fill absolutely immediately and it will appear in my orders in the bottom hand section of the screen here. If you'd like to be in more control of your trade and have more time to spare, you can define the price that you pay instead and pay less fees at the same time. So if we select limit order this time, and then in here in this limit price section is where you can put in the price that you want to pay. What you can also do is if you click into that section, it'll tell you what the current ask is. So what we can do is automatically fill that into our limit price and then just put something that's a little bit lower. Then when you're happy to place that ETH order, you can click on to place ETH order. You'll then be asked to confirm your order and it will give you an idea of the maker and taker different types of commission fees that you'll be charged as well. And then you can click on to submit order. And as I said, it would then appear in my orders. Now, if any reason you feel that the market is moving way past your price, or if you want to have your Ethereum more quickly, what you can do is you can actually cancel your open orders. Now what I'll do is take you through, once you've actually purchased your crypto, what you want to do is withdraw that to your chosen wallet. So what I'm going to do is show you how to withdraw now. So if we scroll up to the top of the screen and click on to balances, we can then click down to withdraw. Then you can choose a type of currency that you'd like to withdraw. So if you've purchased Ethereum, you may want to then withdraw that out to your blockchain.com wallet, for example, or an external wallet such as the likes of Exodus. If you're gold level verified, you can also withdraw your GBP. However, in order to withdraw your GBP, you first need to make a small deposit so that they can link your bank account through to your exchange. What you need to do is click onto this button and link in your bank account. Alternatively, if you want to withdraw, for example, Bitcoin, what you can do is you can withdraw it to your blockchain.com wallet now that you've linked that once you've created your account. Or you can obviously send that out to another external address. You would then simply type in the amount that you'd like to withdraw and it'll do that conversion in US dollars for you. Then if you have two-factor authentication set up, you will be prompted to do that. Now what I'm going to do now is show you how you can set up your two-factor authentication. Now, two-step or two-factor authentication is an extra level of security for your account. It's highly recommended that you use two-factor authentication to keep your crypto secure. And what it does is essentially when you're logging in, you'll need to enter in your password along with a one-time code, which is generated by the likes of a Google Authenticator app or YubiKey, which they're going to be including soon. Now, to set that up, the first thing you'll need to do is download the free application from the App Store or Google Play Store. Then once that's downloaded onto your mobile device, you then need to click onto your username and go to your settings. Then if you head across to security. Now, if you haven't already set one up, under the two-factor authentication bit, you'll be asked to add two-factor now. You'll then be presented with a QR code to scan your Google Authenticator app. So for those of you who are on iOS devices, what you now need to do is open up Google Authenticator on your device, click on the plus symbol in the upper right-hand corner, then click to scan your barcode. So once you then scan your QR code with your mobile device, once it's all complete, you'll see the PIT, or you may see blockchain exchange, in your Google Authenticator app with 6 numbers that change randomly every 30 seconds. And that is your 2FA code that you'll need to use when next time you're logging in. Blockchain Exchange has also got a 24-hour live chat, which is available in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And this is for customer questions and support inquiries. Now, this is a really helpful tool in my opinion, as crypto exchanges are notoriously difficult when looking for help or support, especially for newbies. So it's a great addition to the blockchain exchange. So that was my blockchain.com update, and I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, then please give me a like, hit the subscribe button, and please do head over to my website at www.everybithelps.co.uk for more tips, reviews, and step-by-step guides. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.